for you to get to that next level of elite athlete, that's what it's going to take.
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm kind of nervous. But I think it's important. This is the reason I'm doing it, because I know it's important. It needs to be done. And it needs to, people need to know that you do gain body fat, you gain inches in off-season. 73.5.
The feet are.
Oh.
No, the get on the thing.
Oh,
and then face it. Face
okay.
the tower. So the little.
Oh, got it. Got it. That was really
a little wider feet. Hands.
This was so weird. I've done this for so long.
Looks like
March. Oh, I did do one in March.
Is that March? Yeah, March.
Yeah, last year, so over a year ago. 2019 to 2020 is going to be very different because I was a whole different shape. So the first top three will be interesting to
load up.
Yeah. I mean, this is full on off season as well. Like, I've never done measurements full on off season, so like it's going to be different.
Yeah. Here is today. We do a split screen with.
That was me post Patriots.
Post Patriots.
Post Patriots. So post pro show win.
That's probably like the one to go off of because of what we need to get kind of close to.
Yeah.
At least in like some of the measurements. So all right. Okay. So looking at, now don't use these measurements 100% because some of these you're going to want to be bigger. You know? So hips right now, 40.36, 35.5 on the hips there. Mm-hmm. So this was after your show, so you're probably going to want to be around there because that was after your show. So like 35.5, 36 maybe, somewhere in there on the hips. Basically 5 inches on the hips. Mm-hmm. So probably 4.5 is what it's going to take for you to get back there. So 4.5 inches, if you can lose a quarter of an inch a week. Mm-hmm. All right, so 26.3 to 23.5, which is not bad at all for an off season. Yeah, that's pretty good. So when we're talking that, so the same thing applies, quarter of an inch. So 23.5, you were probably, but remember that's post-show. So you're probably at 23, I imagine, showtime. Yeah. So 26.3, so that's 3 inches, so that's, let's call it 3.5, so that's 14 weeks. Mm-hmm. So 14 weeks there. So yeah, you're in that 16, 12 week, 14, 16 week time frame. Yeah. I mean, 16 week is, the hips is the thing. Yeah. That's the 16 weeker. The waist is not, the waist is like 12, but the hips is a 16, 18 weeker. Yeah. Weight-wise, you're 67 to 35, is that what it was? So I weighed in this morning at 73.5. This is the reason I'm obviously wanting to have a look at 2020, is not from the scans, but just in general, because my show day, for this one anyway, show day I want to say like 58. 30, I have you at 32 here, so it means you're probably like 28.
So, but I was 58 kilos on stage. I remember that for Patriots.
Okay.
Versus last year, I was 61.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. It's a big difference from 2019 to 2020.
Yeah, you're 20. It's 27 pounds.
Yeah.
So divide that by 2.2, 12.2 kilo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you take that, yeah, and if you do it, let's say at a safe number, let's say 27, you divide that by, like, let's say you're moving really fast. I mean, lightning fast.
I feel like I probably will, because I think when we started dieting last year, at the beginning of 2020, and I was similar, I was like 72 kilos. It just dropped. I remember it dropped off. Like, I remember dropping like 3 kilos like within 2 weeks.
If you lose 1.75 pounds per week, which is fast.
Yeah.
For a bikini competitor, like 1.5 is like the gold standard type of thing for someone if you're your weight. 2 pounds is like you're really moving, but as soon as you cross that 2 pound marker, you're gonna start losing lean mass too. Yeah. You're gonna like really start. It's like even like a guy, we kind of max out at like 2 pounds because as soon as they were like 2.5, 3, they start really losing lean mass.
Yeah.
Getting really flat. So 15 weeks at 1.75 pounds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's not too bad. Well, the shows that I'm wanting to aim to do are the fingers crossed, obviously getting the invite for the Arnolds, which is the 2nd of October, which is 17 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
So I did check in today. I know obviously, I don't know if you've got the thing through.
I mean, if you're ready to start, like for real.
I mean, I'm happy to start like now, if I'm honest. Like, I'm happy to start.
It's up to you, because I know that you're here for only another week, so I just don't know what you're...
Like, when I go back, I've got nothing else to do. Like, that's when I go back is when I'm focusing, you know? Like, that's what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to start focusing on prepping, getting prepared for what shows that are available and stuff.
Okay.
So...
Because it's going to take, I mean, you're going to have to be... To get there in 17 weeks, you're going to have to be perfect. So it's up to you. I mean, if you want to start now, I think if you get the invite, I mean, there's no choice. You have to start now, you know?
Yeah.
So...
I mean, that was
got that crazy shape. Yeah. So got that shape. Crazy. Shape is popping.
I'm happy with. If I'm really, I'm happy with the way that it's looking compared to. Well, considering I've been here and I've been very intuitive.
Yeah. America make you fat real quick.
I mean,
so many calories.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Isn't like, but I haven't been terrible. Like, it's not like I've been going out and having like pizza and like huge carb meals.
Yeah.
It's been like
little
decent stuff. Yeah.
It's good because people come here for like a week and like put on like 6 pounds.
Yeah. And I'm very happy with the fact that I'm like
your shape was
0.3 up from what I was in Dubai.
Yeah, I'm actually with your waistline is not that crazy. It's really not crazy numbers in terms of inches where you're not behind or anything like crazy. Like this is
I'm happy with that glute pop as well.
Yeah.
In the front.
Me, it's a little farther than I like to be.
I like the glute pop. I think it's great. You're like, too much.
Being 8%, 10% above stage weight, that's my thing.
No, I know.
But just because it's easier to predict and easier to nail the first prep.
Yeah.
When you get a little bit past that, then it's like, it's hard to nail the first one. It usually takes a lot of grinding. So, but you know where you're at.
Remember, look at my last check-in from when, like, I think it was before my show, the last year. If we have that still. That was me like 3 days out, I think. I definitely grown, of course, but I hope I have put on a good amount of mass, maybe, to project my glutes out more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like my legs and stuff, like, can you see there's not much pop from the side?
Yeah, you could be fuller here too.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
So like that's what I'm hoping, like my lower body's a bit fuller this year, because it's small there. A bit straining actually.
Yeah, it's good balance though.
Yeah, it's not even like, I'm happy with my shoulder structure. It's just my lower body I wanted improved.
A little bit of legs, yeah.
Yeah, like the legs, and especially glutes.
I think that's something for you, like as you progress as an athlete.
Yeah.
I think it's really important, like for you to stay relatively lean, so you can. Because here's the problem that you're gonna have as an athlete is that if you put on 30 pounds in the off season, you're not gonna go see the improvements in your
Yeah.
legs, and you're not going to know, is this fat, is this muscle?
Yeah.
So for you staying this lean, like you staying, you know,
Yeah.
12, 14 pounds over stage weight, something like that,
Yeah.
at least you'll be able to see the improvements, and that way when you lean out, you're like, oh crap, I do still need more legs, or oh crap, my legs are too big,
Yeah.
you know? And so that's the hard part, because you're not going to really be able to see your legs. Like you can't pull the curtains back
Yeah.
until you're already 12 weeks into prep,
Yeah.
you know? And then you're going to be like, okay, this is what I got, you know? So, especially with someone who's lower body dominant, like in terms of how they store body fat, if you're trying to improve show to show, in the off season is when you do it, that's going to be the critical thing for you. I've always told you, for you to progress as an athlete, it's going to be your off season.
Yeah.
So like that's because if you could stay even like, let's say 10 pounds above this, you'll be able to see everything here and be like, oh, I still need this, I still need that. But
that's hard. That's so bloody hard. I will obviously. The thing is, I think I know I struggle in off season anyway. Like I know after shows, and I don't know if that's for me. For me, because I haven't got that invite yet, it's always been not a disappointing season, but because I haven't always achieved what I wanted at the end, I kind of have that fucking mentality, which isn't good to have, don't get me wrong.
No,
I have that mentality.
It's definitely, everyone needs to identify their weaknesses, you know? And I think that's the thing I think that's the only thing keeping you from getting what you want, and then it's
just circle,
you know? And so that's the issue, you know? Like if you were staying 10 to 12 pounds above stage, and then you were like able to really look at your physique and dial it in and be like, okay, I need more here. But with you having you storing more body fat in your glutes, how full are your glutes right now actually? I don't know, because how much of this is fat? Right? How much of this fat, how much is muscle? How full are your quads? Like what's the detail look like on your quads now? Is there more? Is there less? Is this, because a good amount of this right now is going to be body fat. We can't So it's difficult, but for you to make that next leap, I think, well, one, we gotta get you that lean, and then look at your physique after you're that lean, and then we can be like, okay, here's where we need to make the improvements, right? But so I think for you, that's it. That's the top 10 step for you. It's like, how do I get top 10? Well, I stay lean, I improve from show to show, I improve in the off season after I know what I look like. I want to see the muscle, I want to sculpt the muscle, and then you go that. So it's definitely your Achilles heel right now. Yeah. But believe me, you're one of many. Yeah. The same thing. The opposite.
It's hard. I think that's one thing I think a lot of people do struggle with is the off season reversing, and because people want to still live life and stuff after, but to become a great athlete, you have to act like it.
Yeah, I mean, look at Kobe Bryant, right? He's a good example of that. And one of the things that I love about Kobe Bryant, and actually Kobe Bryant's probably one of my favorite athletes of all time, and one of the things I liked about him is that he was in the off season, he'd be working and working and working. And one time he showed up to a basketball practice, and he was there before this other big name basketball player came. They were playing each other. They both were sharing the same court. The guy was practicing for 5 hours, and then Kobe was there before, and he was done for hours. Yeah. But he stayed there just to show the other guy that he'll work harder than him no matter what. So the other guy was staying there to show that too. So he stayed for 5 hours when he shouldn't have. And Kobe still stayed and said, I just want you to know that I'm going to be working harder than you no matter what. And that's really what it takes. And that's why, and it's just, that's for you to get to that next level of elite athlete. That's what it's going to take. Yeah. I think that's literally it. That's the last piece of the puzzle for you. Yeah. And that's why you see girls like Ashley who has 2 cheat meals a year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which I don't recommend that either. But I want her to get something. But the mentality is
the mentality is that
just
not
be the best. Doesn't matter. Nothing else matters.
I'm ready. When I go back and stuff, I'm ready for my design today, if I'm honest, and getting the ball rolling and all that sort of thing. And then as time goes on, we'll just see. I progress with that pretty much. Yeah. So and then your cardio that you're doing now is in here. I'm doing no cardio. So this is what I mean.
Calories are high.
I haven't done anything right now, but I've been pushing workouts at ridiculous amounts in terms of intensity and stuff. Because I wanted to.
My only concern is that your legs do grow fast, and I would love to see. Right now, I'm dying to see what your legs look like leaned out, because I don't know if they've gone too far or if they're
still the same.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's the only thing I'm I would love to see what the legs look like.
Yeah, you're like, I want to actually see what it's like. It could just be all body fat, you know?
There's no way it's all body fat.
No.
Not with how your legs grow. Not with how your legs grow. Yeah. So, all right, cool. So what I'll do is I'll put in. If you're ready to start today, we'll put in a diet and then get it going, and then we'll start you with like just some basic steady state cardio.
Yeah.
Just to get you like moving and sweating and going. So. Let's just start off with like 20 minutes on the stair mill, like 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And then we'll adjust your diet today and start it relatively high in calories. How many calories would you estimate that you're having right now?
I'd say around, because some days I'll track, some days I won't. So I'd say around probably like over 2,000 for sure.
Okay.
Like 2,200, 2,500 maybe.
Oh wow, okay, cool. That's a good starting point.
Yeah.
So
Because I knew I was like, I don't want to, if I'm eating more and I'm sitting at the same weight, like I know obviously before I left Dubai, I was around 1,800. So obviously now being on over 2,000,
you should have a higher metabolic output.
Yeah, but the weight is the same or similar.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with your measurements.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not crazy, you know.
No, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put it in, get it started, and then we'll start off relatively, higher in calories, probably closer to 2,000, and you just see what happens after you do some cardio.
Yeah.
The thing is, we got a ways to go, so we have to not. You're gonna want to go faster, but the problem is we can't. We have to think about week 12, 13, 16, and we can't think about just right now.
Yeah.
Because if you had like 8 pounds to lose, you can just think right now.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna adapt, it's gonna be fine. But when we're thinking, okay, this is going to be basically transforming into the show at 25 or so pounds, it's going to be with a look at have to be smart now and not go after everything right away, because if we do, then you're going to adapt too much, and then week 12 through 16 is going to be so hard. It's going to be way too hard,
Yeah.
And then that's when you start losing muscle because your calories are way too low, you're doing too much cardio, and so if we're going to maintain all that lean mass, we baby step into it.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's cool. Excited to see you back.
I know. I'm back in the game now.
Phoebe, the only thing stopping Phoebe is Phoebe.
Yeah, I know. It always is. It's always me. You're stopping me.
Yeah.
It is.
But
it's okay.
No, you'll get there. You're gonna get there. There's no question about it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You're the only person I know. I think you and Masa are the only person I know who've won a pro show who didn't get to the Olympia. I think that's it. I don't know anyone else who's done it. Do you know anyone else who's done it?
No.
So
no, I have not. I do not. That's always the way for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so we're finally back in the desert land of Dubai. Well, I was staying in the desert anyway when I was in Vegas, but anyway, that doesn't matter. I am finally back in Dubai, so finally settled in, and I'm fully starting prep, which I'm really excited for. So the videos you saw just previously a second ago were me and Adam kind of going through stats. I went on these scans and stuff like that, and I was fully in my off season. That's the first time I've ever done that before, and I won't lie, I was nervous because I was nervous to kind of find out my real measurements. I've been training very hard, but I haven't been 100% with diet all the time. So I know, even Adam said it, I'm the only one stopping myself from becoming the best of the best. I think I'm realizing that more and more now. The more I'm going into my bodybuilding journey, I am struggling more and more with my off season. And it's just going into a cycle effect now. Moving forwards, I know I need to be better within my off seasons, and I'm gonna try so much harder this time round within my prep, reversing and making sure that I 100% stick to something so I can be a better athlete within my off season and stuff. So that's something I'm really I already am focusing on and want to improve on. So, but now prep has started, which I'm really excited for. We have already dropped a good amount of weight, which is great. We've already dropped 2 kilos. Since you last saw that video, I was around 73.5 kilos, and I'm now 71.8 kilos. So almost 2 kilos down. That's the main thing. There's no major updates kind of since then. I'm massively jet lagged, I'm not gonna lie. It took me so long to get back to Dubai, and I'm coming back in absolute full force. So now when you saw the video, when I was filming the video, I didn't have my official invite. I now can happily say I'm officially invited to the Arnold UK on the 2nd of October, which I am so excited for. and I'm so ready to absolutely bring it this prep. So I'm really, really buzzing for this. This is gonna be my first show of the season. And then after this show, probably closer to the time, we'll figure out what shows we want to do after the Arnold as well. What I'm planning to do is go back to America, hopefully to watch the Olympia 2021. Then I can go from there to do a big run of shows in the US. That's my plan. We're unsure what shows, but we're going to focus on the Arnold's UK, which I'm so excited for, because all you guys from the UK and my family, my friends can come watch as well, which I'm so excited for. So this is gonna be an epic prep, and I wanna do all of you so proud in the UK, all my family so proud. So this prep is extra special for me. Really, really extra special because it's on home soil. So I'm very excited for this. So I'm gonna leave the video here. Thank you so much for always watching and supporting. It always means the absolute world to me. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel because it really helps support my channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.